What's up guys, thank you for checking out this video. My name is Kevin, founder of NIA Body Kits, and today we're going to be installing the new NIA diffuser on this sexy Lexus LC. Stay tuned. But first, let me tell you a little bit about NIA Body Kits.
At NIA, we design and build high-quality, handcrafted body kits right here in Miami, Florida. Each piece is specifically designed for each model, thermoform for durability, and CNC cut to perfection. Our kits are made to bolt on in minutes with an exclusive reinforcement that guarantees durability and toughness. Every piece is hand-finished and available in primer, gloss black, color-matched options, hydro-dipped, and real carbon fiber. Before shipping, we paint correct each kit to ensure a flawless finish. Plus, our customer service team works alongside our engineers and designers to give you the best experience possible. Our kits are also guaranteed to ship out within weeks, not months. If you're looking for a premium, American-made body kit built with precision, NIA has you covered. Check us out at niaautodesign.com.
Let me tell you a little bit about our new NIA diffuser. All diffusers are made to order, so you can get the no light grill option. You can get it with the light option, and we have two choices. We have one that's shaped like the F, and we have one that's shaped like a square. If you choose the light option, you also have an option to get the flash mod, which is an F1 style light that flashes 3 times and stays on.
Before installing your brand new Lexus LC500 rear diffuser, ensure you have the right tools: a stubby Phillips screwdriver, drill with a right angle attachment, pliers, plastic clip removal tool, razor blade, 4 clips, part number 10628, and 2 2 3/4 inch screws. The kit also includes 4 pre-mounted clips.
So in this case, we're going to be installing the one with the square light and flash mod. So for that reason, we need to tap into your driver's side tail light. We want to remove this panel right here. In order to remove this panel, we need to locate the 10mm nut in here. Pop this open, get your socket, and take it out. Now we need to remove the center panel, and that's just held on with these clips here. Grab your clip remover, or flathead screwdriver you can use as well. Get underneath. Once all the clips are removed, just grab this piece and pull it up. Once the panel is removed, then you can remove this foam piece. And now we can remove this panel. This is just the Velcro. Put it to the side. Then you're going to find more clips here. And with the same clip remover or Phillips flathead screwdriver, just remove them. Okay, now we're gonna disconnect the tail light. And that's just by pushing a pin down here and removing it. With a razor blade, we're gonna cut the blue protection just like that, so we can reach the cables inside. Once you have access to the tail light, then locate the harness and remove the centerpiece, just like that. So from the harness, now we're going to use these quick connectors to connect it to the tail light. Locate your connectors, and with a set of pliers to tighten them up real nice, you're going to look for the red. Open the connector, find the red wire, make sure it fits on the little slot and the little groove. Close it with the plier. just like that. And we do the same thing, grab the white wire, connect it to the green one, and press it with the plier. Like so. And lastly, grab the green one from the harness and quick connect it to the black wire of the tail light. Bam. So just a quick overview, red goes with red, green goes with black, and white goes with green. When connecting the splice quick connectors, make sure when you use a plier, don't over tighten it because you will crack the plastic. So just little by little until it tightens into place. Once all the splice connectors are in place, we're going to plug this back in. And we're going to connect the tail light back in its place. Now that everything's connected, we want to make sure everything's working properly. So we're going to turn on the light and we're going to press on the brake. If everything's working fine, then we continue with the installation. If it doesn't, then go back to the splice connectors and make sure that everything is on tight. Once everything is working properly, let's unplug this again. Okay, so now we're going to put the cable harness and we're going to slide it through this black rubber garment by making a quick little slot with a razor blade. When the cable drops, make sure not to touch the exhaust. So you're going to do by tucking it behind the rear valence. In order to do that, we need to remove all the clips. All the steps that we just went through is only if you bought the light. If you didn't buy the light, then you can just start off by installing the brackets. And the brackets are real simple. You're going to locate 4 factory clips underneath the bumper, take those out, and replace them with the clips provided to you. And make sure to use the bigger hole from the bracket and mount it right into place. Now that you remove the clips, we can tuck the wire underneath the valence by going underneath the valence, just like this. So now you're going to grab the brackets, locate the bigger hole, grab the clip that we provided to you, pass it through, and you're going to connect it to the same hole that you just removed the factory one from. So now you're going to grab the clips, make sure that the head is out, clip it on, and when mounting it, make sure to guide it to the holes from the bracket. So now we're just going to simply mount the diffuser in the groove of the valence. Make sure everything's aligned correctly. Once aligned correctly, just push it in. So now locate the hole on the bracket and align it and just pass the clip right through it, just like so. Once everything is nice and tight, then just push the center head in and that locks it in place. So now you're going to self-tap the 3/4 inch screws provided to you through the hole and self-tap into the valence. I like to use a angle driver, which makes it a lot easier. And then do it halfway and then just finish it off with a Phillips screwdriver by hand. That way you avoid over tightening and stripping the plastic. So now we're going to do this one. Just make sure to push the diffuser in and self-tap the screw. Once everything is tight, you're good to go. Thanks again for watching this video. Please make sure to check out our website for this and many other products that we have for the Lexus LC. Please comment below if you have any questions. Give us a like and share. Thank you guys again. Appreciate it.